LaPoKaTi. So the young Belarusian coming out. We'll see. We won't be seeing any swinging hips. Maybe he'll be doing it at home up against Ruben of Team Queso. Here we go. Game number 1. Space Station with the set advantage. We'll see if Ruben can even things up here against the former Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, these sophomores both coming out great records to back their name. 8-5 in his 1v1 game career is LaPoKaTi. 4-2 in sets. On the other side of it, Ruben 7-3 in games, 3-1 in sets. So they do feel very, very evenly matched up here, and both of them just kind of hanging out right now.
Ruben does, with only one season, boast the top overall win rate in Clash Royale League West at 69% over the course of his career. And if you add in the numbers he put up in an SLO before joining into CRL, this man's record in competitive play is absolutely astounding. Many consider him to be, if not, of course, one of the top 3 or 5 players competitively in the world, possibly number 1. LaPoKaTi does boast the top win rate in Space Station Gaming, and 10th overall in King of the Hill, although his 1v1 has been fairly good. Haven't seen a ton of it. Only 6 sets played throughout his career, and part of that being that 1v1 was the 3rd and final set. And look at this graveyard push, Andrew.
Yeah, I mean, this whole giant graveyard archetype is just devastating. I mean, we saw what Wings did with it yesterday, and no one had any response to it. LaPoKaTi gets a high Mega Knight here and a low Magic Archer. Yes, the Magic Archer's played a little bit early, but he takes a ton of damage, but he's got a great counter push coming in. That's definitely going to be towered down.
And that's going to be towered down opposite direction, so Ruben taking full advantage. LaPoKaTi getting very aggressive with the graveyard early, and as we go into the final minute of regulation, it's Lapa who has the work to do. And check this out, Andrew. No true big spell to chip away on that right-hand side.
Yeah, he still has to focus his energy on that right-hand side, which is going to be very, very frustrating for him as he goes into this 2-tower game, if he can get there. 396 is not an unsubstantial amount of health. He's got to commit at least a couple pushes there, and you know Ruben is not going to just let that happen. So here we see the first one. Dark Prince plus Graveyard. That's a 9 elixir push on the right. So what does Ruben do? Sacrifice the tower and opts to build his big push here on the left.
And a nice delivery turns the Prince away as well.
Yeah. Wow, this is a lot for Lapo to deal with. I have no idea how there's any way he can defend this.
The E-Wiz behind, the Piggy's super duper healthy. Arrow's trying to stop it, but now some Magic Archer might add a bit more chip on top. This is going to be a huge advantage, and remember, we are in a single tower situation, so when you're looking at these two decks, which one will play better when you're single tower at this stage? Well, Graveyard gets hurt a lot more by that King Cannon than Royal Hawks.
Yeah, 150%. And the other thing, too, is on that last push, there was just so much healthy unit from Ruben hanging out. I mean, that Bandit was completely untouched on the other side of the bridge for maybe 15 seconds.
Entering the final 90 seconds of play, and LaPoKaTi does have the ability to put a lot of pressure on with that Graveyard, but has to save so much elixir on defense. The second he commits, it could be trouble, and here we go. Piggy's in. Goblin Cage not available to pick them up. This could be tower, Andrew.
Yeah, I mean, there's the problem here, Rich, is that there's really no way for Lapo to truly go on offense, right? Because if he's going to go on offense, he has to commit 10 elixir that